He smiled at me every morning. A soft, charming smile that made my heart feel safe. I believed him. I trusted him. I loved him with every piece of me. At first, it felt perfect. Our life together looked like a dream. Dinner dates, laughter in the kitchen, him holding my hand while we walked through crowded streets. I thought we were happy. I thought love was ours, but love has a way of hiding the truth. Small things started slipping. He would be distracted on his phone, laughing softly at messages I couldn't see. He'd leave the room for work calls but never seemed rushed when texting late at night. I told myself I was imagining things. I wanted to trust him. I had to trust him. Then came the subtle signs. The neighbor's cat always seemed to visit when he was around. The subtle glances they exchanged. I dismissed it, thinking I was being paranoid. He smiled at me every day. Yes, but that smile became a mask. A mask to hide the truth? Because behind that smile, he was lying, and lying expertly. One evening, I found a phone tucked away. Not his usual phone, a second device. I hesitated.
That's hilarious.
My hands shook as I unlocked it. Messages, smiles, late-night jokes,
Yes,
private
that is
jokes
funny.
between him and someone else. Someone I recognized instantly. It was my neighbor. The neighbor we all thought was just friendly. The neighbor I had trusted, invited over for tea, shared small laughs with.
Did you see
I
that?
froze. My heart pounded. Every
Oh my
memory of his
goodness,
love
that was
replayed,
funny.
and I realized it had been an illusion. He smiled at me every day, every tender
I just
word,
needed to hear
every
you say
hand on
it.
my shoulder, every promise, all carefully scripted to keep me blind. The betrayal
see.
didn't hit like a physical punch.
it's just
it
a
cut
harmless
deeper,
friendship.
because I wasn't cheated on with someone far away or a stranger. I was cheated on with someone I saw every day. Someone I greeted with a smile, unaware of the secret connection between them. I confronted him. I wanted him to confess. I wanted the truth, but he laughed nervously. He called it just talking, nothing serious, harmless friendship. I realized then that the biggest lies are the ones you don't see coming. Every smile, every kiss, every I love you had been part of the act, and I had lived it, believing it was real. The nights became unbearable. I lay awake, replaying moments, searching for what I had missed. Every small gesture, every whispered compliment, every inside joke. I saw the cracks now, the evidence I had ignored. I watched him from across the room one evening. He laughed at something she said, touching her hand just slightly. Not enough for the world to notice, but enough for me to see. Enough for me to understand that the love I thought I had been living as a fantasy. It wasn't physical in the traditional sense. It was emotional.
That's actually
every
pretty
laugh,
funny.
every private smile, every late-night message, it belonged to her.
I know,
Not
right?
me. The realization broke
I'm so
something
glad
inside
we
me
found each
because
other.
he hadn't cheated with touch.
Me too,
He had cheated
my
with
love.
feelings, with emotional intimacy that I had been craving for years, unnoticed and unanswered. I moved out quietly, not for revenge, not for drama. I moved out because I realized my heart deserved truth, not lies, because love without honesty is only a shadow of what it could have been. He smiled at me every day, but the smile I remembered became hollow, because smiles can hide betrayal, and love can be weaponized by the person you trust the most. Years later, I met someone new, someone whose smile was real, whose words matched his heart, whose touch matched his intention, and I realized happiness isn't about avoiding betrayal, it's about choosing someone whose love isn't a performance. He may still smile at the world, but I no longer live in the shadow of his lies. I found truth. I found myself, and for the first time in years, I loved without fear, without illusion, and without betrayal. Because sometimes the most painful cheating isn't physical, it's emotional, and sometimes the worst lies were the sweetest smiles.